Hi, my name is Lisa and I'm really excited about my video today. I noticed online there is this new trend, new to me, called Study With Me. And the idea is that someone will sit and study for an exam for hours at a time, and then you study at the same time and take breaks. And the idea is that because someone else is studying, it makes it easy to study with them, so you're not studying alone. And that makes a lot of sense. I've seen people study for medical exams and their CPA test, and I'm not studying for anything at the moment, but I thought it would be nice if you could just waste some time with me. So I'm going to do just a little waste time with me video, because I'm really good at wasting time. And I mean, you could waste time on your own, but sometimes it's just nice to waste some time with somebody else, but not be together. Do you know what I mean? Because like my fiance is in the other room and I could certainly waste some time with him, but we've been in the same house in this shelter in place thing for weeks, and quite frankly I've had to close that door over there and that door over there just to get a break, because it's a lot. And so anyway, I'm gonna take a walk in about, maybe, let's see what time it is. It's 4:25, so I'm gonna take a walk. In about an hour I've got to go down to FedEx and pick up something that I made for Mother's Day for my mom, and so I've got about an hour to waste, and I'd love it if you would waste it with me. So I could, I was thinking I'll just play some backgammon, or not backgammon, what are you talking about? I'm going to play some Solitaire. I like Solitaire because it's like this old-timey game, you know, and the name is perfect, Solitaire. So there we go, and let's do a new game. I was already wasting some time before I thought of doing this video, so I'm good at it. Okay, and I'm gonna restart and lose my statistics, but that's okay. So we'll just click OK, and I've got myself set up at expert. I don't know if you can see my screen there. You just pick it. Like if I wanted to be a master, I could, or grandmaster, or random. I could just be random. But I've been playing expert. I don't even know if it makes. I don't even know why that would make any difference. Maybe it makes a difference in the scoring. But one of the things that's important when you're wasting time is not to really worry about the finer points of things, because then you might be learning something and educating yourself, which would be counterproductive to the goal of wasting time. So we'll just continue with expert. And I don't know, you can certainly, oh my goodness, that's loud. So that's not very, it's very loud. Sometimes it's, sometimes I have the volume a little down. You kind of have to wait for this, but this is okay. They're advertising another game, but it's, the advantage of it is that you just waste more time because it's playing, and you can't really, you can look for the square. That's like a game in and of itself. Like, where do I click to get out of this? And there it is. So you have to waste about 30 seconds or so before you can click away. And now that I've wasted that much time, now I can click away. But if I wanted to waste a little more time, I could just wait and it'll play all the way through. And then the best thing about this is once it plays all the way through, it'll start again. It'll just keep replaying until I decide I want to move on. So this can be just really effective. See, it's starting again now. It's just a loop. So it can be a really effective way of wasting time. But games are fun too. And now some people may say, I don't know, are you really wasting time if you're playing a game? Because that is doing something. But I feel like I am. I feel like I'm, legitimately wasting time, because there's certainly plenty of other things that I could be doing. I was gonna, do another video over there, and I got this idea to make a robot. I don't know, maybe you'll see it in an upcoming video. And then I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work or not. And probably the thing to do is just stay with it and see if it does work. And then I thought, well, maybe I could waste some time first and then try it another day, because at the moment there's a lot of days. I'll just kind of show you This was something I had planned, and I was going to go down to Orlando to do like a fringe festival, take a show down there, and that got canceled. And then I had another one planned for early July, because they're a couple of weeks each, and that got canceled. So I feel like I've got plenty of time if I want to be productive, but I feel like maybe I just want to waste some time. I mean, let's face it, this whole quarantine thing has been difficult on everybody, and I have so many things I could be doing around the house. There's this door, which I have closed over there to keep my fiance, at bay. It doesn't have a doorknob because the doorknob broke, and it's hard to find a doorknob that fits because of its size. So, I mean, I suppose I could be looking online to see if I could order it and get it delivered to me, but I don't really see the point of that at the moment, because I only have, like an hour to waste. I mean, if I had a couple hours to waste, maybe. You want to get that better light on me. I just noticed, like, the lights, it's kind of a dark, cloudy day, and so the light wasn't great, so I'm gonna just bring my light over, because even though I'm wasting time, I still want to look good, because I think that vanity's a really good time waster. You can spend a lot of time worrying about how you look, and that takes up a lot of time, and that's, I think, not a bad thing. It's hard to find exactly where that goes. It's like it's a little bright. Now you can see the whole screen. How's that? I'm just looking in this thing to see. Because like I said, vanity is a good time waster. Spend a lot of time on that. I mean, at some point you get to a certain age where you can spend as much time as you want. It's not going to make much difference. Can you guys hear all the birds outside? There is this mockingbird that I must be looking for a mate, because he is chirping. He's chirping all ding-dong day. So this Mother's Day project that I had to do, I stayed up, I don't know why, I wasted a lot of time yesterday, and so I didn't start it till about 10 o'clock at night, and it took me till about 1 o'clock in the morning to do, because I really wasted a lot of time yesterday. I did a pretty good job. But anyway, so I did it, and I was up late, and then it was time to eat, so we had some sandwiches because it was too late to cook. And this mockingbird was still up, just chirping away, making all the noise. I mean, this bird isn't even sleeping at the moment, and I'm amazed. I hope he finds a mate soon. Okay, see it. It's like, hey, you, what are you wasting time? Go click on that. There's other versions of Solitaire, but for some reason I like this one. It does have sound, but I kind of like the sound off. I think it's a little more, I don't know, sort of peaceful. So then you can kind of do this, which is like click on it, and they'll tell you if there's something to play, which I think is kind of funny because, you got to figure that out for yourself. But when you're wasting time, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm done wasting my time on this game, and now I would like to waste time on another game. I think it's going to say there's no more moves. See, no more moves. So you have two options. This is what I like about Solitaire. You can undo the last move. I don't want to do that because the last move wasn't really a big move or anything. Or hit OK. So I'm going to hit OK, and then you can do a new game, or you can go home, or you can try again. And I like try again because what I've learned is that in Solitaire, like a lot of times, even though you think you can't beat a deck, if you try again, a lot of times you can. So there's like one wrong move that you made, which I think is a nice lesson for life, which is not really anything we should be thinking about when we're wasting time. However, there is some value in wasting time when you learn lessons like this, because it taught me that, okay, a lot of times I may be doing something and it hasn't succeeded, but if I just try again, then I might succeed. I don't like this deck. Did I play it the same way? It's entirely possible I did. It doesn't matter. That's the thing, I mean, that's really the beauty about wasting time. Okay, we're just going to do a new deck. New card backs available. What? That's new. Interesting. Well, we don't want that. We're going to close that. But I do like that it wasted a little time. Here we go, new game. Okay, that's all right. Let's just play Grandmaster. You know, because we're not really. I'm like a gamer. This is what gamers do. Maybe I should start a gaming channel. I kind of think like, what's the best way I could waste time? Is it doing, waste time with me videos, or maybe like gaming videos? And then that's kind of when I got this idea, like just waste time with me, playing this Klondike Solitaire game, which definitely, it's effective, because I don't even know what time we started now or how long this thing has been on, but I feel like we've wasted some good time. And I'm not even sure if like I'm using the most flattering camera angle, which, believe me, is important. So now it's, when did I say I was going to go for a walk? That's a plane. Can you hear that plane? It's either a plane or like a bomber or something. Because no one's flying anymore, so it might be a bomb. All right. Let's see if we do better here. But I gotta get to Kinko's by 6. This is very important. But when you're a really good time waster like me, you learn to kind of push those limits, push that time thing, and create a little bit of, excitement in your life. So, I could play this all the way up to like 10 minutes to 6, and then I'd have to run to the FedEx Kinko. Like, I'm gonna do it while I walk, but I literally have to run and maybe even drive. And they're not open tomorrow. And I stayed up all night long on this project. And then I sent them the project and I said, please, can you have this done for me by tomorrow? Because they're not open on Sunday. And sure enough, they called me at like 10:03. They open at 10. And they said, your project is ready. Which is amazing to me. Like, what are they, magic elves? I don't know how they did it so fast. It was 3 minutes. I have to assume it took like 30 seconds to get into the office, unlocked, and put your stuff away and put your lunch in the fridge. All of that, takes time if you're doing it right. But no, just like that, it was ready to go. Okay, you hear the dog? The dog was for some. Sounds like there's 2 dogs. Dogs are, pretty interesting if you're interested in, learning more about like wasting time. A dog is a pretty interesting thing to take a look at. I think they're pretty good at it, Like I guess I could study it. I don't have a dog. I think it kind of would interrupt my wasting time efforts, even though they're good at wasting time. But I feel like, if you're there, then they're going to want some attention, and I got enough of that going on here right now with my fiance. So we've been together, like 20 years, so it's not like how long have I been wasting time? You haven't even heard him. He's just good at wasting time on his own. I would probably bet $100 he's playing solitaire too. But dogs, like I was saying, they can sit around, just for a long time. When they're young, not so much. And maybe that's just what's happening, with me. When I was younger, maybe I didn't waste as much. I can't remember, It seems like, I think I would be outside playing on a day like this. But then you get older, and there's just so many things to be done, like laundry and keeping the house clean, and I don't know, there's more things to kind of avoid, so. Oh, look, I ran out of moves. This was a lot of fun, and thanks for wasting time with me. And I think we should waste some more time. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, so I gotta go do that. But it's a long day, so I'm sure I'm going to have plenty of time this week, I can tell you that. So I hope that was kind of relaxing and, valuable time wasting for you. And I'll see you next time.